Good evening, I'm Julia Lopez with Coastal Georgia Now. Thanks for joining me. Here's what's happening. Breast cancer remains a major health concern for Americans. According to breastcancer.org, more than 200,000 cases of breast cancer will be diagnosed this year in the U.S. Drea LaSure has more details.
Good evening, I'm Drea LaSure and I'm here with Savannah State's beautiful Miss Kappa Alpha Psi, LaTanya Hunt, and tonight we are at her event, Sip Stroke to Survive. What are we doing tonight?
Well, tonight is just a real casual event. I just wanted people to come out and paint about domestic violence and breast cancer awareness because October is Domestic Violence and Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So you just come get a little fun facts, a cupcake, a little sparkling cider, and have fun, nothing too major.
Thank you, LaTanya. Now we're about to check out the scene. What brought you out here tonight?
Really, I just have a lot of empathy for all of the breast cancer victims and even the families, and just such a tragic event for them to go through. So, be strong!
We weren't even expecting like 30 people, and to have over like 50, it was amazing. And I loved it because my grandmother is actually a breast cancer survivor. This year makes 27 years, so.
That's beautiful. Thank you. Thank you for having us all out here. It was a beautiful moment. It was a beautiful event.
Thank you, Drea. Apple started taking iPhone X pre-orders. According to the Apple spokesperson, customer demand is off the charts. The new specs include a larger edge-to-edge OLED display screen, Face ID, and wireless charging. Apple's scheduled release is November 3rd, but is expecting a limited supply from the high demand of iPhone X. Now, let's see what Kiera has for the forecast.
Hi, I'm Kiera Gaucher, and here's a look at your forecast for this week.
We're looking for a wet one today. A few showers and thunder showers are possible early, followed by a broken line of heavy downpours sweeping eastward during the late afternoon and evening. A few storms may produce brief, isolated, severe weather, and it's going to feel like fall for much of the rest of the week. Tuesday, look for a high temperature of 78 and a low of 60. Wednesday, a high of only 68 degrees and a low temperature of 48. And then Thursday, look for high temperatures near 70 degrees with a low of 44 degrees. The good news? It will be mostly sunny each of the next 3 days, but the weather is still going to feel nice and cool, exactly like fall should.
That's your forecast for this week. And again, I'm Kiera Gaucher. Back to you, Julia.
Thank you for the weather, Kiera. Homecoming is always filled with various activities for students to enjoy, which also includes an event with a headline performer. This year was no different. Rapper Yo Gotti was this year's headliner after the fashion show event. The Memphis-based rapper graced the stage for the student body and performed many of his hits. Football is a huge tradition for many colleges and universities around the nation. This tradition is no different at Savannah State University, as the Tigers football team hosted the Hampton Pirates for this year's homecoming game. Xavier McKnight has more.
This is Xavier McKnight with Savannah State Now, and I'm standing outside TR Wright Stadium here at Savannah State University, where earlier this afternoon the Savannah State Tigers gave a very valiant effort but were defeated by the Hampton Pirates 17-10 in the university's homecoming game. The Tigers did get things started off correctly, however, with Devon Gibbons throwing a touchdown pass to wide receiver Cameron White to give the Tigers a 7-0 lead. However, as the game went on, the Tigers were not able to capitalize on many offensive opportunities, and they fell short 17-10. However, there was a nice showing here for the fans as they saw backup quarterback David Handler come in relief of Devon Gibbons, who was benched in the fourth quarter, and tried to lead the rally back, but they still fell short in the end. However, there will be many more opportunities for the Tigers to collect more victories on the season, when they will be traveling to Morgan State University next week in particular, which is said to be a very winnable game for the university. It's always said to also be a very fun matchup for the Tigers when they go up against the Bears in a high-scoring matchup. The Tigers will be looking to go into Baltimore and defeat the Bears in their university's homecoming matchup. Only time will tell what either one of these teams will be able to do. But until then, this is Xavier McKnight with Savannah State Now.
Thank you, Xavier. And again, I'm Julia Lopez. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.